Do you want to quit smoking? Do you want to quit drinking? Do you want a better credit score? Do you want to get into the gym? Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Or not. I'll talk about it. You just sit there and watch. So New Year's resolutions it's something that we all do, right? So whatever it is that you want to do, you want to cut back on sweets, or you just want to be a better friend, or you want to be kinder to animals, or I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. Actually, comment below. Let's just comment below and let me know what it is what you want to do. And I'll let you know how many times I tried that before I got it to stick. So eating healthier, right? Taking supplements, going to the gym, quitting smoking cigarettes, quitting drinking alcohol. Those are at least 5 that I've done. And I'm happy to say that going into this new year, I will have accomplished all of those things, I think, right? So let's check my text messages real quick to make sure that nobody's knocking on my door. Nope. So we're good. I'm going to continue the video. This year, New Year's resolution going into 2019, or maybe you're watching this in the future and it's going on the year 2020, and we're about to have a new president that year. Boom! We'll see, I don't know. Anyway, what do you want to do this year? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to quit smoking cigarettes? Do you want to quit drinking alcohol? Let's just talk about how to kind of prepare for that, right? So anything that you wanted to do, let's say one of my passions is stand-up comedy. So I like to entertain people, I like to make people laugh. I may or may not be entertaining you or making you laugh. That's fine. But in that particular arena, on that particular stage, there's no better feeling than making somebody laugh. And that's been something that had been New Year's resolution, is that I'm gonna get up and do stand-up comedy this year. And a couple of years I did that, and then a bunch of years I didn't do it, right? So, but my point is, if you were an actor or if you were a performer of some sort, if you had a script to memorize, you wouldn't ever just go into that cold, right? You wouldn't just go into a meeting with you had just written information and then you're just gonna walk in and then just hope that it works out well for you. You know, I imagine if you went to a job interview, you were probably prepping yourself for the questions. You probably maybe sat down and had a friend pretend that they were gonna be the interviewer and you were the interviewee. Right? If you're an actor and you had lines memorized, you went over it over and over and over it again. Yesterday I was sitting in my car doing a little thing. One of my favorite comedians is Mitch Hedberg. And so I like to, on the side, write jokes for other comedians. They don't know I'm doing it, but I write jokes for other comedians. And then one of them is Mitch Hedberg, and unfortunately he has passed. And so one of the routines that I want to do is I want to do jokes for Mitch Hedberg as if I was doing them for Mitch Hedberg, and he were going to perform them, but he can't, so it's going to be me performing them. But I was recording the bit, and on my little, the recorder on my phone, there's an app that can record messages. So I tried it, and I recorded it one shot through, and I sounded like, that was all right, let me try it again. So I made another recording and I did a shot through and it sounded okay, and then I did it again and I liked that one better. And then I thought about how can I make it better, and then I shot another one through, recorded another version of it, and I was like, that's the one. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, so I deleted the other ones. My whole point is having the mental preparation for whatever it is that you wanna do. And specifically, if you want to kick a habit, for example, in some of my other videos, I talk about the absolute importance of replacing. So if you're gonna just kick smoking, well, what are you going to, if you're gonna kick, what are you gonna pick up? You gotta pick something up to replace that. That time where you're maybe smoking on the back porch, or you're in the car, or you're on the front porch, or whatever it is, you sneak out to the garage. Whatever it is that you do. Like for me, I used to, when I was working, when I was doing like graphic design work or photography work or whatever, I would knock out a good chunk or a good section, and I would say, I'm satisfied. I want to give myself a reward. So I wanted to light up those pleasure sensors, and then I'd go, take a drag. Smoke a half cigarette or a whole cigarette. I never smoked more than a half a cigarette, usually. But my whole point is you gotta have something to replace that habit. So what is it that you're gonna replace? If you reward yourself, if that's what your loop is if that's how you're wired, how are you going to reward yourself this coming year? So if it's not a cigarette, you need to say like, well, I'll do something completely the other way. I'll I don't know, I'll eat carrot sticks or something like that. And it's like, well, that's certainly not going to pleasure any sensors or centers in your brain. So let's maybe try to negotiate somewhere. Maybe there is a food though that you like, and you will be rewarded because you do like the thing that you're eating. Maybe not Mountain Dew, maybe not a Snickers bar, maybe not something that is just another drug like sugary or whatever. But I guess if we're gonna go down a route of trying to replace something that's awful for you, absolutely terrible and will kill you, well, maybe we don't replace it with something that will also kill you like sugar, but maybe something that you like. Like I'm a sucker for, I like sauerkraut. I like candied pecans, or pecans, if you're fancy. Whatever it is that you like. I mean, those are kind of my snacks. So like when I'm doing my projects, I run up in my pantry and I have something that I like. I make a bean salad. I make a mean bean salad. I'll tell you what, if you want the recipe, comment below, subscribe, and like. I've only got like 8 followers, so I will know if you did it. It's very easy for me to keep track of this stuff. At this point, in the future, it'll be difficult. And you might be able to get that bean recipe, but we'll see, right? So, how is it that you're gonna prepare to kick those habits? If you're smoking in the future, you gotta know what your triggers are. What are your triggers? If your boss is a dickhead or it's a lady boss who's a lady dickhead, they upset you and you're gonna go, I don't know, chain smoke right now, I don't know, I need another one, I wanna chain smoke this one too. Like, what are you gonna do? If that triggers you, that trigger is always going to be there, and that reflex, that muscle memory, that the way you're wired, you're gonna say, cigarette now. Well, you literally have to just not do it. And it's hard and it sucks for a little while, and then it's not hard and it doesn't suck. You're gonna have to be prepared. Is it your spouse or loved one that really ruffles your feathers, and then your immediate response is like, oh, have another one? What is it? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna handle the situation, right? Or it's like, I had a long day at work, and I'm just gonna go sit at happy hour. Everybody knows my name, and they're always glad I came. And whatever the other rest of the lyrics are to Cheers, look them up. You're on the internet already, but don't do it until you're done with this video. Prepare, just like you would for a script, just like you would for a job interview, just like you would for any other situation. If you were really gonna just walk into that office and tell them off and tell them exactly how you feel and just, I deserve this raise, and hear all the reasons why. You wouldn't go into it cold with just the heat of passion for the moment. You wanna have that heat of passion and also be prepared too, right? So what do they say about luck? It's when opportunity meets preparation, and we need a little bit of luck when we're trying to replace something, when we're trying to kick some habits. So my advice to you with this New Year's resolution coming up is approximately one shitload of people are going to fail. And those are the people that easily kind of identify with, well, I made a mistake, I fell off the wagon, and so, well, I'm off the wagon, so I guess I'm off the wagon. No, knock that shit off. You're an adult. I'm an adult, you're an adult. If you need me to remind you, comment below and I will remind you. If you have a drink, so what? As a matter of fact, so fucking what? If you have a drink, I don't care. If you get to, it's January 1st, you're done, you're hungover to hell, and you don't want to drink anyway, good. It's gonna take you 3 to 4 days to get the symptoms of a hangover, first of all, out of your system, to get all of the alcohol out of your system before you even start feeling normal again. It's gonna take you about 3 to 4 days, right? 3 to 4 days. So, keep that roller coaster going, keep that momentum going. This is all about momentum and preparation. Go into this new year, you have a bunch of days between now and January 1st. Did I say July 1st earlier? None of you people said something? I'm talking to my producer, who's a cat. January 1st, get your ducks in their little ducky rows and make sure that you are prepared. You have all your triggers. What makes me smoke? Write it down right now. Pause the video, I'll wait. What makes me smoke? Make another section. Underline. What makes me drink? Underline that. Colon. All the things that make me bullet pointed, all the things that make me drink, why I drink, when I drink. Is it for breakfast and for lunch and for dinner and for brunch and your kid's violin recital and at the movies, and those big reclining seats are so big now. Those movie theaters are ridiculous. How often do you drink? Why do you drink? Do you drink because you like the taste of alcohol? You liar. Nobody likes to drink that taste of alcohol. I don't care if you, your favorite mixologist, sure, they can make a shitty thing taste okay. That's all you're saying. With a mixologist, feel free, mixologist, comment below and tell me how amazing of a cocktail you can make. And I've had a lot of them, and some of them taste good. I don't even want to go there because I don't want to think about how amazing some of those drinks are. No! Knock it off. Alcohol, not good. Tobacco, not good. Stick to your plan. If you fall off the wagon, if you miss a day, you want to go to the gym, and you think, I'm going to go every day. I'm going to go 5 days a week, and I only went 4 days. I don't know, I'm such a failure. And this week I only went 3 days. And get back on it. And week 3, get back in there for 5 days. Don't feel like, oh, I owe myself, I should go 7. If you can knock out 7, and you have your children, and you have your mortgage, and you got your job and all that stuff, and you can, God bless you if you can get to the gym 7 times. Right now, I have, as of this video, I was at 18 straight days. And today would be 19 straight days, but I just decided I needed a rest. And that's also something that you need too. But I talked about in a previous video, don't be so hard on yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. I think it was called Forgive Yourself, or Forgive Yourself is the title of that video. You have to learn how to forgive yourself. If you start off January, you get through that first week because you're hungover and feeling like shit anyway, cool, carry that momentum with you. I feel like if I can stay sober for a week, then I've got it. If you can stay sober 2 weeks and then you make it to 13 days and you had a drink or 2, I mean, shit, that sucks that you broke your cycle of staying sober, but it also doesn't mean that you have to entirely quit, does it? No. So get back on tomorrow. And just psychologically speaking, don't treat yourself like, God, I'm starting all over at day 1. I had 13 days of momentum. You still have momentum. If you take a daily average of those 13 days and you say you had 1 drink or 2 drinks, that is a fraction. That's a fraction of drinks. Don't be hard on yourself. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Go into 2019 or 2050, whatever year it is that you're watching this. Go into that year. And be kind to yourself, love yourself. Be prepared, know what your triggers are so that when it comes up, oh, boss yells at me, what am I gonna do instead? Have that list, save it in your phone. What am I gonna do instead when I finish a paper, or when I get this report done, or I knock out an awesome new photo, or I create a new piece? What am I gonna do to reward myself instead of a cigarette? What am I gonna do instead of having an alcoholic beverage? Maybe you're gonna have a non-alcoholic Krabby's or something, or non-alcoholic ginger beer, or non-alcoholic Klaus beer. Or maybe you're not gonna have beer at all. Maybe you're gonna have some fresh organic juice that you made earlier that day, and you go through that process and that ritual, and you're really actually doing that. You're actually making those ingredients. You're actually chopping up those fruits and vegetables, and you're actually making yourself some awesome healthy juice that you know will be an investment to your body and to your mind and to your spirit. And then you will have gained that experience. Like literally everybody can go fuck themselves at a bar, right? And when I say by go fuck themselves, I mean by drinking poison. But you want to love yourself. I guess those two things are kind of one and the same, depending on how you phrase it. But you know what I mean? Take this seriously as you want to. But I wish you success in 2019. And I want to communicate with you, and I want to help you further. And if you're curious about whether or not I trimmed my split ends yesterday, I absolutely did, so good observation to you. I'm gonna get going now because I think somebody's about to be knocking on my door. So good luck, happy New Year's resolutions to you. This is Jay, I am getting sober again. Goodbye. Dang it, it's still on.